Odd Conduit Media.
What's it gonna be?
You are now listening to the
Hyrule Podcasters! Rumble, rumble. Hey there, all you retro gamers. Welcome to another episode of Hyrule Podcasters. I'm your co-host, Pat.
And I'm your co-host, Ben.
And on this audio-only Let's Play, we venture through each game in Nintendo's Zelda franchise.
Yep. We're not experts or purists. We're just experiencing each game start to finish.
And this season, we're playing The Legend of Zelda.
You may be thinking, didn't you already play The Legend of Zelda?
You may be thinking that, and the answer is yes. In fact, we played The Legend of Zelda many times in our lives. We've played it twice on this podcast, but we're redoing the entire first season. So it sounds nice and crispy.
Crispy, like some crispy vegan chicken nuggets? Some
Yes.
crispy tater tots, like the other night at Galaxy Hut when you played that awesome show. Oh,
Yes.
wait, we're not talking about personal stuff anymore.
We're skipping the intro and going straight into the game. So last time, we beat the first dungeon. We beat the second dungeon. And we started The Gathering.
The Gathering is what Zelda Dungeon calls the kind of walking around and getting a bunch of stuff to make the game a little easier.
Exactly.
So we're going to do a little bit more of that as we kick off today. And then we are going to be jumping in to the third dungeon. You ready to go?
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Rickiv.
Good old Rickiv.
Good old Rickiv. I'm going north, right? So here I am, starting off. I have my boomerang equipped. I have 3 hearts full and 4 empty heart slots.
Right.
And it starts here right back at the beginning of the game with the sand and the green mountains everywhere.
So in case you don't quite remember what happened in the first episode, right towards the end, we had started our gathering and Patrick died. It was very sad.
Classic me.
But not before he had picked up quite a few extra heart containers, and he spent some of his rupees buying arrows. And he really wanted those arrows. He spent $80 on those arrows.
Yeah, I did.
So was that a good decision? I don't know.
We'll find out.
And just because this is episode 2, and you may be new to listening to us and didn't quite check out episode 1, we do follow a bit of a walkthrough, but importantly, I don't just tell Patrick everything. He's going to be on the sticks for the most part, probably all the way until, I don't know, maybe the very last dungeon at this point?
Yeah, why not? I mean, Ben is really good at this game. He's played it many times. We have a speed run episode of this game with our mom, very popular, sometimes guest of our show. And so I'm playing it because there's some drama with my lack of skill in this game, I think.
Yeah, but Patrick has a lot of fun, and he makes interesting decisions that are good for you, the listener. So he's just about back to where he died last time.
And I have 1 heart left, as you can hear. I'm beeping. I'm beep-a-leaping.
And so we're just going to take a little kind of shortcuts to get some rupees. He picked up the letter last week from this empty cave he just walked into. That's what I'm talking about when I say I don't necessarily tell him everything. So now he's he has a half a heart left, and we're going to try and not have a repeat. We had a repeat. All right.
Here I go. Maybe it'll start me with all my... No, it only starts you with 3.
It starts you with 3. I will say, you're a little reckless. You're choosing an interesting path. So it's kind of like he's like, oh, I'm going to attack some people, but if they hit me a few times, I'm going to stop attacking them, which is kind of the exact opposite of what you want to do. You really just want to kind of keep attacking. So he's going to try a different route. Well, either like attack and get stuff from people or avoid them entirely, right? So that's kind of the way to go about it. The Tektites here on the screen are interesting because these are the blue Tektites, which seem to die with just 1 hit from Patrick's wooden sword. Usually the blue things are the harder ones.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh,
right?
I got a heart.
Aren't they usually? So
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. And for anybody wondering, I am playing with a Pro Controller.
Yes.
On the Switch.
Yep. All right, so Patrick's now kind of in the harder part of Hyrule Field. There are moblins that shoot arrows at you. There are orange versions and blue versions. They're all very scary, I would say.
Yeah, they're terrifying.
Yep.
And the moblins, what do they look like? They look like men, like bulldog men.
Yeah, bulldog men, I think is a very good way to put it. So the nice thing is you have a shield, and so, that does absorb some things, but, Patrick's still trying to figure out exactly, like, okay, is this the thing it absorbs? Is this the thing it absorbs? I'll also say the enemies that, like, jump out of the ground definitely throw Patrick off, it seems like.
Yeah, because they, like, start to come out, and I'm like, I could walk over this before they pop out, and then I can out.
Yes. All right, so we're back to where we just died. Patrick's looking much better with 1.5 hearts instead of 0.5 hearts.
Yes.
So he really just has to get through this screen right here with some Tektite. So he's going to kill 3 of them.
Dang, I can't believe I pulled that off.
All right. And then just avoid the P-hats here. And then,
so now we are like where a dungeon was.
Yeah. So it's not a dungeon.
Where a dungeon is.
Yeah, so there's a secret here that Patrick just walked through the wall. And he's going to go into the mouth of this dungeon-looking thing, and he's going to see what's inside.
Oh, and it's like a cave.
It's a secret to everybody.
And I just got 100 roops.
100 roops.
That's really dope. It brings me up to 136 roops.
Yep. So that's going to be super helpful. So we need to buy one more item.
Okay.
And then we need to get the white sword. And then we will head to the 3rd dungeon.
Cool.
So Patrick's going to make his way back. So this game, originally, for those of you in case you're kind of new to the series, so this came out in 1985 for what was called the Famicom, so the family computer. And that was a Japanese-only console. Console? I struggle with console, council, counselor. I always struggle with those. So this is a console. Console.
Yeah. Check it out, folks. You can podcast even if you struggle with some words.
That is very true, as our mom showed last season.
Yes. Crushing it.
Mom did crush it. So, all right. So Patrick's going to go, he's making his way kind of west, and he's going to go up this set of stairs. You think it's stairs or you think it's a ladder? What do you think?
I feel like it's stairs.
It's stairs? Okay.
Stairs into the mountains. And I'm continuing west. There's nobody in this screen, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's just at 2 hearts.
And now he's going to, he just avoided a Zora Fireball. And we get our first Lionel.
Oh my God.
And Patrick.
Oh my God. So a Lionel is a half man, half horse, also has the head of a lion. And that thing just like...
And importantly, it fires sword beams at you.
Yes, it does.
And Patrick wasn't quite ready for that. In fact, he probably walked to the one worst spot to walk to, which was right in the line of sight of the Lionel.
Yeah, and it got me.
The Lionel didn't care. Lionel didn't care about Patrick's feelings. Didn't care about, you, the listener. Oh, Patrick just got...
Ooh, I got a fairy.
A fairy. Now, what's interesting in this game, fairies only increase... your hearts by 3. All right, so he's going to slow down on this screen. He's walked up that screen a whole bunch of times, right into the levers, and then he always kind of forgets that they're going to pop out of the ground. So this time he's going to take his time. He's going to wait. They show up. Okay, he also just learned that you have to take like a step into the room in order to actually be able to slice. Oh, and he got hit by a lever.
I did it like I always do.
And he didn't pick up the rupee after killing the guy. Interesting choices.
Yeah, that's me. Always making interesting choices.
All right, so we're going to walk back across the desert here. There are a bunch of levers. Pat took an interesting route by running directly into a lever. He wasn't going to hit it, and then he kind of like dodged at the last minute, but he dodged. What's the opposite? Like, what is it when you dodge into something? Like, what would you call that?
You're the sports guy.
I am the sports guy. Yeah, I mean... Is it just a failed dodge?
Yeah.
I feel like it needs to be something like more interesting than that. All right, so this screen has all blue levers, and Pat's just like, I'm good. We have some blue and red ones. We have some P-hats. So P-hats are those enemies that you can't hit them when they're flying in the air. And he's already back to where he died last time. So He's going to walk up the stairs/ladder. He's going to walk up the next one, actually, as well.
Okay, so I'm just continuing north.
Yeah, and there is a cave. So we're going to go in and we're going to check out.
And there's an infestation.
What's in the cave?
There's an infestation of Tektites.
Yeah.
But when I have full hearts, which I do right now, I can shoot beams out of my sword.
Yeah.
And so I'm just doing
All right,
that.
he's going to get his He's not going to get his boomerang out to go get that rupee that was right there. So we have a merchant here with a large magical shield, a key. So this is interesting. You can buy keys if you want, and a candle. So we definitely want to be able to burn things down. So we're going to get the blue candle.
All right.
So the blue candle is going to let us light one fire per screen.
That's pretty great.
Yeah. So let's go back and get the white sword. And
back to my enemy, Lionel.
Yeah. Now the goal here is to keep all your hearts.
Okay.
Make your life a lot easier. All right, we have this weird empty screen again, which we're just gonna keep heading to the west. Patrick's not quite sure what to make of it as of right now.
Yeah, I was trying to push a rock or two because sometimes that's all you gotta do.
Yep.
I ran away from that screen because all the Tektites started appearing. And, dang.
All right.
I
So
did
Pat
not
has
keep all my hearts.
6.5 hearts. He has 2 bad guys on this screen. He has a Zora, and he has a Lionel.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Patrick just tried to throw his boomerang at the Lionel, and it didn't quite reach. But then the next time he did it, it reached. So he's like, all right.
So
it definitely
seems
froze
like
him in
my
place.
Boomerang stuns
So Pat's
him.
just going to take it nice and slow. He's just going to hit the Lionel with his sword. He's going to throw the boomerang.
I did
He
it.
gets a heart.
I defeated my first Lionel.
And here we go in the cave.
All right. Master using it, and you can have this. So do I have to master using it first?
We're going to find out.
All right, I picked it up.
So what's interesting, so in this game, the sword upgrades are all based around how many hearts you have.
Oh, really?
I'm like 85% sure on that statement.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Correct us if we're wrong, folks.
Which actually ties back into, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
In terms
because
of...
you have to pull the sword out of the rock, and if you don't have enough... Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, without spoiling anything in either of those games, you need a certain amount of vitality.
There's falling rocks now that I have to dodge.
Yeah, those are enemies listed in the game manual.
That's really funny.
Oh, nice job.
I'm doing a little better. Like, I'm starting to get my bearings. I've switched to the D-pad from the joystick.
Oh, you're on the joystick.
Yeah, sometimes I've been playing Mario
Wonder.
I was gonna say Mario Wonder, but I'm actually playing the Bowser's Fury.
Bowser's Fury. Oh, interesting. Very cool.
Yeah, because I did it again. The levers always get me. Because I just finished up Mario Wonder, and frankly, I do not like Super Mario 3D World. I think it's a fail of a game.
So we're making our way across Hyrule Field, and we're going to the 3rd dungeon.
Oh, we're going to a dungeon.
We're going to a dungeon, yeah. So we picked up we did the gathering that we're going to do. The Zelda dungeon does have you do quite a bit more. We're not going to do all that because we'll just kind of get some stuff naturally. Plus, I also don't think it's super interesting to be like, burn that bush. No, that bush. No, that bush.
You don't think that's the content that the people want?
I don't think so. I don't know. Let us know in the comments. Are there comments?
There are comments.
We did find out that there were comments.
Yeah, people have been leaving comments
for years, and we didn't.
Well, I'm just getting destroyed by a bunch of Octo Rocks.
Yeah. Patrick doesn't do well, it seems like, when there's like I think it's more like the Zora on screen who's like shooting fireballs. I think you really kind of like stress out about that, it seems like.
Yeah, it's always...
Okay, so there's a cave on this screen.
Ooh, I'm going to go in the cave.
So Patrick's going to check out what's going in here.
Oh, we got the old lady, and we're supposed to give her a letter.
We are. Okay, Patrick just stabbed her, which is an interesting choice.
I thought that if I walked up to her... Oh, I have to equip.
Yes. So Patrick goes into his inventory. He equips.
I equip the letter.
Buy medicine before you go. So this gives us a chance to buy either a blue potion or a red potion. The blue potion will fill your hearts up once. The red potion will fill your hearts up twice. It costs a little bit more. It doesn't cost quite double, but it does cost a little bit more. Patrick, are you going to buy a potion right now?
I don't know. Is there something else I could spend my money on?
There's always more things to spend your money on. This is the capitalist society, Patrick.
So I don't know if I'm going to buy anything from her.
Okay. You're feeling good about your ability to progress through a dungeon and not necessarily need a heal like halfway through it?
definitely going to need to heal halfway through it.
All right. So there we go. Now, some people. Now, the important thing here is switch off the potion.
So I don't use it like I always waste the bombs.
There we go. Learning is a mindset, everyone.
Learning.
All right, so Pat's going to keep heading to the west.
Learning is a minefield.
Ooh, bars?
Bars.
Okay, Patrick decided to head east.
Well, I just wanted to reset the room.
Okay.
Because, the enemies always take a little bit to spawn when the screen starts. So, like...
Ooh, so now we're in a new area. So the trees have gone from
green to brown.
So is this part of the world dying a little bit? It's kind of tough to know. Okay, Pat walks in. There's a fairy
What?
in a lake.
A fairy in a lake, and the hearts spin around me, and the fairy just fills me right up.
Gobble, gobble.
And I'll take it.
All right, so Pat's going to head all the way south to find his next dungeon. He's making interesting choices, once again, on avoiding all the enemies, even though we need bombs and rupees and all the stuff the enemies have. So, Patrick, you're going to have to face your fears.
Okay, I'm going to kill some baddies.
All right.
Here we go.
There you go. Just take your time. He got a heart already. All right, he has really done quite well. So the white sword makes a huge difference because, for instance, this blue moblin went from taking 3 hits to only 2 hits. The orange moblin went from 2 hits to 1 hit. So it really does make a huge difference having that sword upgrade, especially as you go into these next dungeons with some new bad guys. And Patrick got a bomb. So one of the interesting things, which you can look up on zeldadungeon.net, is that
Shadow Dungeon.
There's a Tektite out front. Pat decided to touch one of the statues and make it come alive.
So I left the screen.
Classic.
And came back.
All right, so
What were you going to say about the bombs?
Oh yes, there's like a order in which enemies drop items, and people who are really experienced in speedrun this game know what that is. I don't. So here we go. We're going to enter into dungeon number 3.
And again, this looks like a monster whose mouth we are walking into right now. And we walk down, and it is like teal.
Teal's an interesting way to describe
I don't know. I'm
this.
kind of colorblind. What color would you say this is? This is like a hushed green.
Yeah, maybe
with-
like a sage.
Yeah, sage.
Sage
Okay.
green,
And all of the little statue guys are red this time.
Yep.
So this first room has a bunch of blobs that we haven't seen
Blobs.
yet.
They're
And-
called blobs.
And
These are called Zols.
And these are the Zols.
And they are great for getting stuff.
Yeah,
because
they don't
move
really do much.
really slowly.
Yeah, they're just.
And they seem to drop
chilling.
stuff really all the time. So this is called the Manji, is the name of this dungeon.
The
And-
Manji.
Yeah. And, a few things that Patrick learned in the last 2 dungeons is pretty much you always got to kill everything. Oh!
I got a key.
You got a key. That was pretty quick. So he's always going to kill everything. All right. We have the infamous Dark Nuts.
That you can only. They have shields in front of them. They look like soldiers. They are soldiers.
Yes.
They're
so
knights.
Yes.
And so you have to hit them from the side
right.
or the back because their shield blocks your attack from the front. Which.
Ooh, and we got some bombs from that.
Does that mean I should bomb in this room?
I think that's actually usually a pretty good idea. If you get bombs, bomb in the room.
So I'm just going to try the one wall that doesn't have a door.
That's smart. And he's
And
gonna.
it blew a hole
There
in
you
the
go.
wall.
There you go.
So I'm going to go through the hole I created because that's exhilarating. And
All right,
we
more
got some
dark nuts.
Dark nuts.
Now Patrick's in a really good spot right now because he has his sword beams,
Yes.
which means he can attack from range, which is definitely a thing in the family. For those astute listeners from last season, Mom loves to attack from range.
Yes.
Loves to attack from range. Okay, Patrick walked into this room. There
Oh.
are bubbles. There are 3 keys, and there's a Zol. And so the bubbles, while they don't hurt you, what they do is they make it so you can't use your sword.
And the bubbles are like staticky circles with skulls in the middle of them.
Yeah. All right, so Patrick goes up, and
Oh, there's a bad guy, and it's got 4 mouths, a mouth on each side, like beaks.
this is Manhandla.
Manhandla.
Yeah, so this is actually the boss of the dungeon. You are already at the boss of the dungeon. There's still, I mean, you got to get the item out of here as well, but this is just the way you happen to go, which isn't too bad because if you beat this boss, you will get an extra heart container, so that'll make exploring the dungeon a little easier.
Okay.
So Pat's decided to equip some bombs because these 4 little lobster claws are just firing non-stop bullets at him. And
I used bombs to destroy it.
Wow.
And I did it.
Okay. Well, are you going to go grab the Triforce? You might as well. And then
I can start the dungeon over.
Then we'll start the dungeon over.
Wow, I crushed that with the 2 bombs. I think I planted 3 bombs and 2 of them worked.
I think you did.
The first one took out 3 heads.
Yep.
And then it starts to get faster.
Yeah, that bomb placement is crucial.
Certainly. And oh, look who's waiting for us outside the dungeon.
It's Beetle.
Hey, what's up, Beetle? You want to sell me some stuff? Let's go.
Are you nostalgic for a simpler time?
A time where controllers didn't have so many buttons.
A time where games weren't so overly complicated by so many plot devices?
Yeah.
Me too. I miss my NES.
Hi, I'm Bill, and I absolutely love old video games. But I didn't have anyone to play with. So I decided to start the Super Switch Club. That's right, a podcast dedicated to discussing and reliving the nostalgia of retro video games that are also on the Nintendo Online Virtual Library. Games like
Star Fox,
Super Mario World,
Kirby's Dream Land 3,
Echo the Dolphin,
Donkey Kong Country,
The Legend of Zelda,
Castlevania Bloodline,
Super Metroid,
Shining Force,
Star Tropics,
Earthbound,
Balloon Fight,
Punch-Out,
Sonic 2,
F-Zero,
Banjo-Kazooie,
Tetris,
Pokemon Snap,
and so much more.
The Super Switch Club is a Podcasters Assemble style show from the We Can Make This Work, probably Podcast Network.
a podcast where we peel away the veneer of nostalgia and play some unnecessarily difficult video games, just because our friends are playing them too.
So join us on the Super Switch Club, where you can relive the nostalgia of tearing your hair out over an NES game that loves to troll the shit out of you.
Fantastic. I'm thoroughly looking forward to this.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Best of all, you can too.
Head on over to probablywork.com/Super Switch Club now to learn more.
Thanks, Beetle. Appreciate it. Here we go. We're going back into the dungeon. And since I took a route that took me directly to the dungeon boss, I'm just going to go a different route this time and see what happens. I kind of have an idea of where I want to go, but knowing me, we'll see if I stick to the plan.
And I think importantly, right, so we know pretty much each dungeon has 3 things we have to do. We have to get the item in the dungeon, we have to kill the boss, and we have to get the Triforce. So those are the things that you need to do in each dungeon. And so Pat's already back in the Dark Nut room, and this time he's going to go left.
Yeah, because I already killed all the Dark Nuts in this room. And, all
right, Patrick got the compass. And the flashy part of the compass is no longer flashing because Patrick already got the Triforce. So there are some sling blades in this.
I forgot that you call them sling blades.
I know you did. All right, so Pat's in a more complicated room here. He has 5 Dark Nuts. And in the middle are 2 walls. So he doesn't have quite the freedom of movement that he had when he was facing the Dark Nuts the other time.
But I also still have my sword beams because I have full health for the time being. So I'm able to kind of hide behind the walls and use it to my advantage as well. So, pros and cons to these big blocks being in my way.
I guess maybe they're not walls since you can shoot over them. So the door to the south opens, so Patrick's going to take that way because
it's exciting.
We've learned from video games.
I always
that's
go
what you do.
Oh,
wow. Okay.
There's so many Dark Nuts on the screen that it is glitching.
There are 8 on here, and there's a set of stairs kind of behind some pieces of the wall that...
And I got got.
And Patrick has to make a decision. Nope. And he decides to run. Probably the same decision I make. All right. So
I'm now downstairs. In the dungeon of the dungeon. And there are some geese flying around, and I'm killing the bats with my boomerang because they're so unpredictable with their movements that I just don't want to get accidentally hurt. But they do slow down and land.
Yeah.
After they've been flying around like crazy for a little bit. So
we got the raft.
And we just picked up the raft.
All right, so Pat's going to walk back in on 7 dark nuts, and he's going to try and get
Where
out.
am I?
Oh, he
Oh,
just
I
kind of
didn't-
took a shot
Dang,
there.
Dang, I didn't know where I spawned. They spawned me in the middle of the room for some reason.
All right, Pat's got to make a decision. Does he just leave the room? Does he defeat the dark nuts?
Well, Ben told me to always kill all the enemies.
All right, there went one. He is without his sword beams, but he's doing quite well.
Ah, dang.
Oh, no, you didn't take a hit
but
there.
I didn't take a hit. So I'm just like running up on him and slicing him and running away because I have no idea which I have hit once.
Right.
So the way that these dark nuts work
Who do you remember?
is that there is a fake Link walking around the room, a shadow
And
character.
it's a mirror.
And so every movement that I make, it makes a similar but different movement.
It makes the mirror movement.
And the dark nuts switch between following the mirror movement of this fake Link, and the last dark nut that I killed gave us a clock which would have frozen all of the enemies, which would have
very
been nice before I lost 4 or 5 hearts, but that's okay. Now, we've gotten...
I mean, we did everything we had
we
to
got
do.
the item, and we killed the
Wait.
boss, and we got the Triforce, so I'm not even going to explore the rest of this dungeon.
All right. Pat's saying he's done. So we're done. All
Um,
right, so he's going to exit the dungeon to the south.
like, I gotta say, in the past, like before I had this walkthrough and my brother with a lot of information, I would have played the whole dungeon because the other thing that might be in this dungeon is a secret. Like some tips, but like I don't really need the tips because this is just a different time in our society, so I'm just skipping along. Did you find out what manji means, by the way?
It's a character in Japanese, and I think it has quite a few meanings, actually. Yeah. But it's the character. The character shape of the map is called manji.
Yeah, because the maps all look like the thing that the
Yep.
dungeon's named after. Okay, so what are we going to do next? Are we going to go to the 4th dungeon?
So you're going to get some health first. So go back to the ferry all the way to the north, and then you are going to go to the 4th dungeon.
Sweet.
So while Patrick's kind of walking around and getting healed up and choosing not to fight any of the bad guys, yeah, that's just my friendly reminder to fight bad guys, get items. You know, we need them. At some point, we do have to buy something that costs like 225 rupees.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I could just fight some bad guys right by the ferry, and then it won't. And then I can just go get my health back if I get hurt.
Get Patrick. And he's blocking arrows now. So pretty much as long as your shield is out, you'll block arrows and like the rock projectiles. It isn't until you get the magic shield that you can block the fireballs that different enemies fire at you.
Including the Zoras. Are they Zoras or Zolas?
Ooh. In this game, I forget which one they're called. I think we know them as Zoras. This game might be the game where they call them Zolas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Pat just stared down a moblin and took it out. All right, so Pat's not having much luck, so he's just going to go to the east. And
They're not giving me any bombs
I know.
and very much money.
Well, you do have 8 bombs, so
That's good.
you know you're in a
Should
good
I
spot.
equip them so I accidentally use them constantly?
I do like when that happens.
It's the best. Akrox.
Akros just dropped some roots, which is nice.
Yeah.
All right,
I wish I
so
could kill
Patrick
those
just got 7.
Zolas.
You can just shoot him in the face. Shoot him in their stupid face. Nice.
Oh, right.
There you
Because
go.
I have a sword projectile.
Ooh. So Pat decided to, kind of do a bit of exploring, which is a good thing. We are an adventurer, and he found a cave that he's going to go in.
Nice. Fairies are popping up now that I have full hearts.
All right, so you have a magic shield, some bombs, and some arrows.
And my guy's yelling at me.
Buy something, will ya?
Okay, bro.
Actually,
Should we get a bigger shield?
well, you don't have enough money.
Okay, so I'm not going to buy anything in here.
You're not going to buy anything in here.
I'll come back for the shield once I have some more money.
All right, so he's going to keep going north, keep doing his little exploration here, see what's going on.
Yep.
Okay, this is an interesting screen. There are 4 blue levers, and then there are those statues that come to life if you touch them.
And I feel like it's time for me to face my fears and fight some of these statues that if I touch them come to life.
I think these are called Armoros. All right. So
All right,
this
that
guy-
one's moving a lot slower than the one that I woke up earlier.
All right, so he's going to try the next one. Oh,
And there's
it's
a
moving
secret
fast,
that's
and
moving
there's a
fast.
secret.
I can go downstairs. Ah.
Boy, this is really expensive.
Okay, so this guy's got meat for sale and a ring for $60 rupees. Sorry, the ring is 250 rupees and the meat is 60 rupees. And there's a key for 80. I don't want the key.
Definitely not.
I already have 2 anyway.
Right.
But like, can I only buy one thing from this guy? Or can I buy everything from him eventually?
You could buy everything eventually.
Okay, so I should get the meat.
Okay.
Because we'll need that.
Grumble, grumble, baby.
From my memory banks.
There you go.
And then we'll come back once we have a lot of rupees. And get the ring, too.
That sounds good to me. All right, so now we're going to make our way over to the 4th dungeon.
Going to the 4th dungeon.
And importantly, you couldn't have gotten to the 4th dungeon without the raft, so that's why we had to go get it.
Oh, cool.
And Pat's just kind of making his way back a little bit across Hyrule Field. He's dodging and weaving. He took a shot from Azora.
But there's a heart right there.
There's a heart, and it disappeared.
It disappeared before I could get it, so I no longer have my projectile.
So Pat's going to go north, and he had noticed there was this little, what looked like a boat launch ramp.
Yeah.
And so he's going to walk onto it. He saw one of these before, and when he walked onto it, nothing happened.
And this time I'm able to go across the river. So now I'm on a little island with 1 dungeon and 1 whirly-durl. What are these things called?
The P-hats?
P-hat. And
why don't you just go in the dungeon, my dude?
I want it to land. I want to kill the P-hat. Because I want to start the dungeon with a heart. All right, it's not landing.
I don't know if they ever land.
Oh, this one is vomit green, and the statues are blue.
I think vomit green is a great way to describe.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really like it. It's terrible.
All right, so Patrick immediately heads to the west, and he runs into a room that has a whole bunch of keys. And fortunately, his boomerang is really doing the majority of the work here.
Yeah.
But he knows, okay, there's probably something in here.
There's a key. I got a key. We didn't get the map in the last one.
No, we didn't. You didn't do a lot of stuff in the last one. All right, so he heads to the north. So this dungeon is called The Snake.
Oh, there's Hoppy Boys. These boys
so
are hopping around.
So we got some Hoppy Boys.
They have 4 eyes, and they when you kill them, they turn in. So they're blue, and they have like tiny little wings, and they look like humans almost in their humanoid arm and leg form. But then when you kill them, they turn into 2 red keys.
Yeah, and so these are the Viri.
Freaky deaky.
I know.
So I opened a door.
Oh, we go into the next room.
It's dark. Oh my gosh.
Well, what are you thinking, Patrick?
It's all dark, and I can't see nothing. And maybe my candle will light the way. Oh, it did. It lit up the whole room.
There we go.
That's awesome.
All right, so those things, they're not blocks, so we got to come up with a better name. What do we call those? Barriers?
Barriers.
Barriers?
Let's
Okay.
call them barriers.
All right, so the Viri in this room are, they have like a little bit of a smile. You notice that? They're kind of like smiling a little bit. They're kind of cute. But they got like 4 eyes as well, so they're also kind of like freaky. They got that kind of like cute, freaky thing going on. But this is the room that has the compass in it.
So it was a waste of my time.
And a key. But, you don't know that. Well, I knew that, but again,
Did I get the key already?
You got the compass. No, I said you wasted a key.
Oh, I wasted a key.
Because if you were saying it was a waste to come in here, then it was.
It was a waste of time and a waste of a key.
Exactly. All right, so Pat's just gonna roll right through this room because
respawn.
Yeah. So, but we know they don't give us anything.
Why not?
I don't know. All right, so we got another room with keys in it, and we have another key. So Patrick's key count right now is 3. You remember he walked into the dungeon with a key count of 2, which is awesome to be ahead on keys. Definitely not a bad thing. Definitely saves you quite a bit of.
A lot of keys, real good. A lot of
stress.
keys, not that stressful. Because the keys are easy to kill, but it's better to have keys than keys.
All right, so Pat lit up the room and lit up a Viri at the same time. That was that little
Sometimes you light a Viri
heard.
on fire.
Was lighting an enemy on fire. But again, we know these enemies don't give us anything, but we're just so conditioned now that we just got to kill everything. Pat's just kind of throwing his boomerang around kind of randomly.
I'm trying to freeze them.
Right. But then you're not making any progress towards like killing them after
I'm
freezing
doing all
them.
right. I'm doing all right.
I mean, we're just giving people what they want, right?
You like that diagonal throw right there?
Yeah.
I'm getting better at my boomerang.
Yep, because anybody's wondering, Patrick is cool. All right, so we didn't get anything from killing everybody, but, that's okay. Oh, we got some got another dark room,
And I will use
and
my...
there are some Zols.
Oh,
So Patrick just learned that if he uses the flames to or the candle to kill a Zol, it actually splits out and we get 2 gels. But if he just slices it with his sword, it kills it, right? That's because Patrick just froze a Zol, walked into it, and then hit it.
This is just, everybody out there who isn't great at video games. It's okay. Play it anyway.
All right, so we're in another dark room. We have 3 Viri, and we have 2 bubbles again. And again, a reminder, the bubbles, they don't do damage, but they make life harder. There are also 2 locked doors, and there's kind of like a river, like through this room.
This is another instance of us needing our... I'm going to use my bow.
All right, so Pat decided to use his bow. And remember, every time he uses his bow, he loses a rupee. That's how they do it in this game. Which is actually, I think, kind of like an elegant way to do it. You know what I mean? So Pat can't... He goes up to the water to use his raft, and nothing happens.
Huh.
So I guess we'll just go in the locked door.
I guess
to
I need
the
a
east.
launch pad to use my raft or
A
something.
launch pad, yes. I do think a launch pad makes using the boat much easier. So in this room, again, we have more of the water that we're kind of navigating through. There are a bunch of Viri in this room. And then we have 2 door options in front of us. We have a room to the north that is locked. And then we have a room to the west, which we need to kill all of the bad guys in order for it to open. So Pat's making his way over to the east.
And it's there's just a windy path with water surrounding it in this room.
Yep.
There's not like a straight... It's not a big open room,
Right.
so I use it to my advantage to use my boomerang to freeze the bad guys. And
The door opens.
The door opened, and I'm going to go through it. I have 5 hearts and 3 empty heart
Patrick's
spaces.
feeling pretty good. So in this room, we have a new enemy. We have a like.
Oh. So I know these guys from the other games. They will steal stuff from you if they eat you.
Yes. So Pat's just going to take it nice and slow. He's just going to freeze them. Oh, there were actually 2 there.
And they were just on
They were
top
on top
of
of each other. Oh, that was interesting. I didn't realize
Gross
that.
and bizarre.
So Patrick also has to, dodge the bubbles because he really doesn't want to lose his ability to swing his sword.
Dang, these guys, these likes take like 4 hits even
Yeah,
with this
yeah.
white sword.
All right, so we beat everything, and now Patrick's like, these 2 blocks are kind of suspicious looking in the middle of the room.
There you go. I pushed one and it led us downstairs. Oh, am I going to get the item from the dungeon now? Yes. So it looks like there's a ladder waiting for me on this platform.
Yeah, a little step ladder.
I'll kill these keys.
Take a hit.
Take a hit. You can't take a hit without Ben telling everybody.
Hey, I'm just giving the people what they want.
I love
You know what I'm
these.
saying?
I love these downstairs rooms. They're just like white and gray bricks on black. It's nice. I'm into it. All right, here we go. So I'm going through this door back into this room, and all of the jumpy boys are back. But I can cross the water using my.
Ooh, there are some gels in this room. It's dark.
Using my new item. So
And
I
the
light up
map's
the
in this
room, and yeah, the
Oh.
map is in this room, but I can't progress. There's too much. Ugh, so now I have to kill all these freaking things again.
Well, you don't have. I mean, they don't drop anything, and
Yeah,
know,
but they're very in my way. Oh, but I can go around them.
correct.
Dang, but I took
Pat
so
just
much
got
damage.
bodied.
I took so much damage in that room. Oh my gosh.
All right, so now we're back to the room with the 3 Viris and the bubble. You remember this is the room that we couldn't cross earlier because of the water through the middle of it. But now, fortunately, Patrick has his ladder, so he can actually just walk right across the water.
Yeah,
That makes life nice and
looking
easy.
for opportunity to do it. Okay,
All right,
I'm into the next room, and in this room there are more Viri.
more water, more Viri.
Ugh, I hate these things. They never give me anything.
And just, I know I don't kind of tell you a lot of stuff, Patrick, but one thing to remember is that you do have a red potion.
Yes.
So if you'll remember, the red potion will fill Patrick's hearts back up. He is at 1.5 hearts. You can't hear that yet because it's 1.5, But these guys do actually quite a bit of damage. So he does want to be a little careful here to make sure that having made so much great progress.
I'm going to use the red potion.
And see, the red potion changes to blue potion. Now, the big thing I almost always do is press B immediately and use the blue potion as well. So
I know better.
All right, so Pat has his sword beams back, and the big question will be,
how long will it last?
All right, so we have a mini boss, which is Manhandla, which is the boss from the last dungeon. So that's how quickly they're just like, all right, let's see what you got. So Pat's going to drop a bomb. He missed. He's going to drop a bomb again. He missed. He's going to drop a bomb again. He got 3. He's dodging.
But
He's weaving. I think you can smack him in the face.
Took damage.
He did. All right, he got 1 hit in. He got 2 hits in. All right.
Okay.
So now that's just a bad guy. That's all it is.
Yep. No longer a boss, and we come to the old man. Walk into the waterfall. Okay.
All right. So we need to find some waterfalls to walk into. There's a locked door to our east that Patrick is going to walk into.
Yeah, should I? Okay, I guess I will. I don't want to waste a key.
Okay. That's fine.
I think this wall is suspicious. And it is! I bombed a wall. And I'm going to walk through it.
Okay.
And is this another guy? Oh, no, it's just a bunch of rupees in this room.
All right.
Secret room.
Secret room.
And
secret room.
if my memory serves me correctly, I can bomb this wall too.
All right. So, Patrick does remember a little bit.
I do remember a little bit. It's been a few years, but I remember that bombing walls is like my favorite thing ever. I mean, how fun is it that there are just like secret bombing walls?
So Patrick walks into this room. There are 5 Viri. The big thing he's making sure to do is ensure that he doesn't have too many red keys flying around while he kind of kills folks, as they can get overwhelmed pretty quickly. All right. So Patrick killed everybody, but the door didn't open. But there are 2 blocks in the middle, just like there were in the other room, so he pushes one and the door opens.
There we go. Continuing on through the Vomit Green dungeon.
And we have a 2-headed Gilok as our big bad. So, again, Patrick has 7 hearts. He's making some interesting choices. He decided to drop a bomb. Doesn't look like it did any damage, actually. Now he's going to try the bow and arrow. Let's see. Nope, doesn't do anything. I think you just got to be a hero. Yep. Being a hero and just hitting the bad guy in the face with your sword does seem effective. So Patrick's doing a pretty good job of kind of dodging. The boss is a little kind of slow moving. It looks like if you get hit by a fireball, it takes 1 heart. So Pat has 5 hits left. Okay, he just got one of the heads destroyed.
And it's separated off?
Yeah, and now it's kind of flying around.
What the heck?
It can't. It looks like you don't actually attack it. I think you're just going to keep attacking the head of the one flying around. So Patrick decided to try the body to see. Maybe I can hit the body. That could work. He hasn't hit the head a single time. Wow, you got trashed.
Yeah, that messed me up.
Yeah.
That thing, it zooms around and it also spits out a fireball.
Yeah. I was, doing my commenting, but you did have a blue potion you could have used.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so Pat now only has 3 hearts as he restarts this dungeon. And
oh boy,
we're going to do a zoom and get you right to the bad guy. And we're back. We got a 2-headed Gleelock. Now, Patrick knows this time, attack the head, attack the head, attack the head.
Attack the head.
You just got to go. Don't worry about the red thing that's flying around. Patrick starts by, just kind of getting in there. There you go. Chopped off 1 head. There you go. Patrick has 2.5 hearts left.
Come on.
1 heart. There you go.
I have a half a heart left at the end of that boss battle.
All right. And Patrick got his second layer of hearts there.
Dang.
And so we're going to grab the 4th piece of the Triforce. Don't you love how it fills up your hearts there?
Oh, my
Mr. Half Heart Boy?
Mr. Half Heart Boy. That's what they call me.
Oh, that'd be a good name. The Half Heart Boy?
Oh, boy. All right. Well,
what do you think? 2 dungeons?
2 dungeons? Can I get anything else? I mean, I need more rupees to buy that ring. Mm-hmm. I need more rupees to do another thing. I don't want to start another dungeon right now because it's just gonna be a lot to do.
Yeah. Well,
So
I think what I can do is I can do a bit of research and make sure that we're like ready to go to get you the things you need
okay.
on the next episode of
Hyrule Podcasters. Thanks for listening to this episode of
Hyrule Podcasters.
If you like what you're hearing and you want some extra content, head over to our Patreon page. You can also find us on Instagram at Hyrule Podcasters.
As always, this episode was produced by Patrick, and we'd like to thank LT Headtrip for composing original music for the podcast, including our theme song.
If you want to play along with us, both The Legend of Zelda and The Legend of Zelda 2 are available through Nintendo Switch Online's Nintendo Classics app, where they're in the NES library. There's also a lot of other ways to find these classic games.
And be sure to rate and review us in Apple, Spotify, or wherever ye happen to listen.
And action!
Anyway,
Can I
we
tell
want to
you
talk about
how
stuff.
much nicer it is to be able just to like point?
Yeah. And the audience will never know that you're pointing and telling me where to go, unless we put this in the blooper reel.
Conduit Media.